like to call the July 26th meeting of the law committee. Majority council, could you please take roll?
Sure, Madam Chairwoman. Ms. Platsky?
Present.
Cunningham? Here. Bergdorf?
Here.
Feeney?
Here.
Coon?
Here.
Mayor was excused. Peter?
Here.
Ricard?
Present.
And Whalen. 7 present, Mr.
Oh, well, here.
8 is 7. Either way is fine. Under she is great. Can I have a motion to approve these minutes?
Motion.
Thank you, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Approved unanimously. Thank you. Joe Terry, may I call you up to jump the line, please? We're going to go right to items 20 and 21.
Thank you very much.
Sure. You're welcome. Thanks for being here.
I have two, hopefully, very quick items. The first is a request to extend the third Upstate Quality Improvement and Caseload Reduction Grant, an ILS grant, which is a 3-year grant at a 1-year delay in implementation, and we're requesting a 1-year extension from June 30, 23 to June 30, 24. We've done this previously with the Upstate grants.
Very good. Are there any questions? Thank you. Second. Thank you, Mr. Bergdorf. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Passes unanimously. Item 21, amendment of Public Defender's Office budget.
And the second item that we have on tonight is a request to do a budget transfer from one of our lines for office equipment, a $30,000 transfer. That account was overfunded to a different account, conferences, training, and tuition. And we are heavily engaged in outside as well as internal continuing legal education. This is also state funded. So we're requesting just permission to transfer those funds.
Excellent. Any questions?
Question. If it's state funded, what are you just laying it out from that account and then it'll be reimbursed into that account?
These are grants. The money's here or will be reimbursed. But we have transferred, at least on paper, we want to transfer the 30,000 from one line to the other. And it's all ILS money.
Continuing.
Yes,
Continuing that.
right.
And so even the office equipment is ILS
Yes.
funded?
This particular office equipment, it's all ILS funded.
Okay. Is there a motion? Thank you. Motion by Mr. Peters, second by Ms. Cunningham. All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you
Terry.
very
Appreciate
much.
you being here. Okay, great. Ms. Condon, there you are. Great. Please come on up. We're going to item 18. This is authorizing agreements regarding Albany County insurance coverage.
Thank you. As I indicated in my second memo, as I advised Majority Council, we do not have all the quotes yet. This is a recurring theme, unfortunately. Partially not due on any fault to the county. We had all of our numbers in by June 1st. It's just what is happening in the insurance marketplace. The broker said the insurance carriers don't care. They're just going on their own speed, their own time. We have MedMalin, the underlying general liability, everything is up. We have property. Property is still being negotiated. We may be able to get it down. We may be able to switch to another carrier, but it's probably not likely. We have boiler and machinery, crime. Crime is the only thing that's down, which is surprising because crime is tied to the cyber policy, and it was expected to be up, but it's actually significantly down. MedMal is in. We're waiting. This afternoon, we got the second $5 million layer on the liability policy. So we're waiting for the second $10 million on the excess and cyber. I expect to have the second $10 million within the next few days, but cyber is a gamble. I may not have it until the meeting. And it's just what they've indicated. And this is across the markets. Apparently, As you know, 2 years ago, we were hit and had a difficult time in the markets. It's now spreading to all the public markets. Those that weren't hit have now been hit. So cyber is the most difficult package, and some markets are seeing 30% increases. So the broker wants to continue to market it. They've been meeting with Andrew Bellinger and having him complete more applications. They want to continue to market it to try to get the best coverage.
Are there any
Where we
questions?
are, I can tell you, we are slightly up. We're up with liability. We are up with everything. We were down a little bit last year, so we are back up.
Okay. And you'd be circling back with us once the numbers come in?
As soon as I get the numbers, I will send them to council.
Okay. Mr. Berger?
I have the question about that, our own little donut hole here. So we have a bunch of categories to be determined. When do all these policies end? Do they all
August
end
15th.
August 15th. So we have time.
We have time. Yes.
Unlike before, when you had to ask us to allow you to go with the quotes.
No, we have time. So I'm still waiting on the second 10 million excess, which I
Okay.
don't have, and cyber. They're expecting to get the excess, the additional excess in, but I thought I would have it this afternoon, I don't. So they say once you get the first 5 million on the excess, the others come quickly. They may try to get a different quote on property because property's up, but our values are up. So basically what happened is inflationary, they revalued our property, so our property values are up much higher, so of course our property quote is up higher. They may try to move it if they can get a better quote. We've been with Travelers a long time. And so I don't know if they're going to consider it worthwhile or not. We haven't made any property damage claims in a while, but Travelers has always been a good carrier with us. Everything else is just, it's inflationary, it's indicative of what's happening in the marketplace, in inflation and costs. It's not, our claims history is not causing this. It's
It's
just
the
what's
market.
happening.
Yeah.
So, but cyber is a difficult place, but they want time to try to get quotes, better quotes.
Yeah, quick question, and then I'm happy to sort of move this along. You had said that our property values have gone up and therefore...
Every year, the property values go up inflationary.
Understood. And so I know that there's currently an outstanding consolidation report that the county is undertaking. If we got rid of some surplus property and potentially consolidated, could that really
could.
positively affect our insurance? bylaw?
Absolutely, because it's based upon our insurance schedules. We've been with the same carrier, we've been with Travelers at least 10 years probably, if not longer, but they look at our schedules. The schedules really haven't changed insofar as our holdings, but the values go up every year, and over the last 6 years probably, we've revalued properties. This building hadn't been revalued since the 1980s.
Right.
So, most of our properties hadn't been revalued. The courthouse had to be revalued. Every time we do a major renovation,
Revalued,
the
right.
buildings get revalued and their values go up.
Yep.
Hence, our values have gone up. They're now in the almost, I think, 680 they're valued at, whereas, over the years, they were in 200 million, 400 million, so they've gone up exponentially.
Got it.
And then they put it, just like, your homeowners goes up because they inflate
Right.
it. It's the same with our buildings, but our buildings go up so much higher.
Understood.
I'd make a motion.
Thank
if
you.
that's
Is
okay.
there a second?
Oh, I just wanted to, I'll second it, but are we anticipating having a law committee meeting prior to the meeting?
Not prior to August 15th,
No.
or
prior-
maybe before the,
We don't typically.
So,
We send out the numbers that Eugenia has sent over to each
so we'll be told.
minority. Yep. And there will be time, I presume, assuming you get them.
I'm hoping I'll have
with
them next week.
Sufficient notice.
I'm hoping I have the excess tomorrow.
I can't
And then it's
imagine what
just
would be
cyber.
controversial about it, but
Yeah.
we're not gonna actually vote on the complete package.
No, we're voting on the anticipated package at this time. You'll vote on the complete package at the ledge meeting.
Okay? That's the way.
It's unfortunately the way it's been for the last couple of years. just because of the market.
And unfortunately, because it's an August 15 renewal, you know, and within the 30 days is when we get the quotes, it's just how it happens, and it's just, it's unfortunate that it works that way, but it just works. I can't control the carriers.
Second.
All right.
Now I
thanks,
second.
Mr. Burke. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank
Passes
you, I
unanimously.
appreciate it.
Let's go right to, we need to enter, need a motion to enter executive session for item 19.
Motion, Madam Chair.
Second.
Thank you, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, passes unanimously. Mr. Luguri, thank you for being here, this is executive session.
Thank you.
We do need to clarify that only legislative staff can stay. Do you need Dave Riley as well?
No.
Okay, then just